My name's Lenny Millar, and I've been with the district a little over 21 years now. My basic job is the maintenance of the plant, which goes from mowing the grass and keeping the buildings clean and painting to working on all the equipment we have, which is from little tiny pumps to 1,000-horse vertical turbines that we have down at the lake. I have a staff of 11, and they all participate in different things and projects that we do. Most of the mechanics basically work on machinery and equipment that we use every day. We enjoy working outside a lot, and that's why most of the people that are in maintenance enjoy working here, because we have such a good facility to work at. My staff works, it's broke up, and they work 4 10-hour days, different parts of the week. So the first thing they do is they check and see what's going on, if there's any breakdowns and what we need to take care of and fix and get back up and running to make sure that the plant keeps going fine. And that's our main purpose, is to keep all the machinery going that there is so that the water process can continue. Basically, a high school education gets you started in it. There's a lot of things you can do along the way, especially going through school. If you like working with your hands, you know, get into shop classes, wood classes, auto shop, because we have a lot of heavy equipment, welding, anything like that. And when you get out of school, there's a lot of tech schools that you can go to in that. Any kind of thing, especially if you like being outside and working and tinkering with things, maintenance is a good career to get into.
Okay.
We're required to have our water license just like the operators do. Other training that we have, we take a 24-hour class in dangerous chemicals, hazmat class in chemicals. All my guys, my mechanic 2s, have to have that classification. They have to renew that course every year, an 8-hour course every year. We're trained in heavy equipment as far as backhoes, running forklifts, and one of the biggest things is we do a lot of training because we are out there in different things. We climb our chemical tanks, so we take special time and we teach everybody how to climb the tanks and how to wear fall equipment and things like that. Like if we go into a manhole, we monitor air. We have tools that we monitor the air so that we know whether we can actually stay in there or not. If you like working on things, we work on a lot of things, and the big difference between what we do and a lot of other people do is what we work in is actually bigger. For you guys and gals out there that ride bikes, this might be a bearing that you'll find in one of the wheels on your bikes. Okay? And if you like taking them apart, put them back together, that's a lot of fun. When you come out here, we work on big stuff. This is a bearing just like this is here. And we have some that are actually bigger than this that we've taken out, that have gone bad, and that we've had to replace. So it all has to do with it's a hands-on job. If you don't like getting dirty in that, then it might not be the field you want to get in. If you like getting dirty, this is a great way to go. We work every day, whether it's sleeting, snowing, raining, or if it's really hot. The district produces the water for the surrounding cities every day of the year. We never stop, so that means that somebody is always here working, so we have to be here. You'll find that most people use pipe wrenches. Well, this is some of the pipe wrenches we use. Like I say, everything that we use is usually just bigger than what everybody else has. These are called SCBAs. This is like what you see the fire departments wear. We have our own that we wear. We deal with a lot of chlorine, and if some of you have been around the house when your mom's using bleach around the house and got a real strong smell of it, basically that's what chlorine is. It's just a higher concentration than what we use here. And when we go into those rooms where we have to work on those tanks and everything, this is what we put on to do it. We have training in this, and we keep it up, and we use these. This is not something that sits on the shelf. I have guys that wear these once and twice almost every week to do what they need to do to work with. We have chemicals that's a lot of acid in it too, and we have special gloves and aprons and goggles and things like that that we wear all the time. Usually we're exposed to almost everything because we have to work on everything. You take the equipment that's out there, we have to go in and surface it and check and make sure that it's all working right. So this is equipment that we have to be trained on. Everybody has to be safe because we get into a lot of dangerous situations here on different things that we do. Well, we do a lot of grass mowing, a lot of weed eating, and a lot of weed pulling and trimming trees. The plant sits on close to, if you take all the property that we have, around 600 acres. They clean the buildings. They have to go through and clean all the buildings. They have to keep the windows clean. They do all the painting. Keep care of all the outside of the buildings. So they're busy all the time. We're working on an oil analysis project right now, and basically what we're doing with that is we're taking oil samples of basically all of our rotating equipment that we have, which is all our pumps and anything that uses a lot of oil. Our big pumps that we have down at the intake, each one of those holds 17 gallons of oil. The purpose behind all this, to put it in a simple form, is we take samples, we send those samples off, and they check it. And they check for water in the oil, how much dirt's in the oil, if there's any metal materials in the oil, which will show us that we have a bearing going bad. So we monitor all that, and then we graft it on graphs so that we can see and watch a trend to where if we have a piece of equipment going bad, that we can try to get it fixed before something really goes bad and tears up the piece of equipment. You'll find in maintenance, we don't consider them big problems. It's just problems we have to solve, and sometimes we've had some minor chlorine leaks that we've had to go in, and basically it's just a line that's leaking that we have to fix. But the problem with that is that we have to suit up and put all this stuff on to go in and fix that. So it might seem a major project to somebody that's not around it a lot, but to us it's just an everyday thing that we have to do. This is already on, so as soon as I start breathing it'll automatically turn on, but I'll talk through it just so that you can hear me. Hello, can you hear me? And as you breathe, you let the air out, otherwise. So, and that's just regular air is all that is.